Well, what are we waiting for? Lights, camera, Retro Man!
G'day viewers, Retro Man here and welcome to the 80s Show. Now throughout the 1980s, Charles Bronson did numerous films for B-movie production house Cannon Films. Now in my opinion, one of the better films was Murphy's Law. This is a 1986 cop film that partnered Charles Bronson with a potty-mouthed female. Now today we're going to be taking a look at what went into the casting process for the Cannon film Murphy's Law. Now guys, I'll start by saying that Charles Bronson had a career that spanned 50 years, and for about 25 years he often co-starred with his lovely wife Jill Ireland. But with this film guys, they actually needed a much younger woman. So Jill Ireland this time was a producer on this film and took a back seat from her usual co-starring role with her husband. And guys, they needed to get a female that was, say, in her 20s, maybe in her early 30s at the most, someone that had a lot of spark and a lot of flamboyant attitude. They really wanted to take the spark and the chemistry in this film to the next level. Now Bronson in this point of his career was 65 years of age, and the girl that they ultimately cast was Kathleen Wilhoit, who was about 21 at the time. Now guys, I think Kathleen does a serviceable job in this film. I mean, she's adequate in all areas, and guys, it could have though gone a very different way. And another actress that tried out was Ray Dawn Chong. Now Chong of course had appeared in quite a few films before she decided to audition for Murphy's Law. She was in that notorious fantasy Quest for Fire. She was also in the hip-hop film Beat Street, and she'd just come off the bat of that Arnold Schwarzenegger blockbuster Commando. So Chong was out there in the public eye, and she tried to get into this film, but sadly, producer Pancho Kona had seen Chong in Commando, and Pancho felt that she was a little bit weak opposite Arnold. He didn't see that she was going to fill the shoes of this role. So guys, basically it was up to the producers to decide, and Pancho went, no, I think we'll pass on Chong. So in the end, Chong moved on to Soul Man opposite C. Thomas Howell, and it kind of worked out for her in some ways because she went on to marry her leading man, Howell. And Chong, of course, was actually the daughter of famous comedian Tommy Chong from those Cheech and Chong films. So guys, they just didn't feel that she was quite right for the part. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed my little casting discussion on a Charles Bronson Cannon film that I think is rather underappreciated. And Murphy's Law is a cut above some. And I think when you look at Bronson's 80s catalogue, this one is looked upon quite affectionately. Anyway, guys, it was great again talking about Charles Bronson. I mean, he really left behind a fascinating body of work. Tell me, guys, in the comments below, have you seen Murphy's Law? What do you think of the film? Do you think Kathleen Wilhoit was a great Arabella McGee? And tell me if you think it could have been an even better proposition if it went a different way, say in the direction of Ray Dawn Chong. Guys, tell me in the comments below, and you will see me again very soon. But until then, this is Retro Man, living the dream, 80s style. Stay gold.
Thanks for watching. Retro Man will return faster than a boomerang and just as cool as Charles Bronson. Please subscribe and good night, viewers.